This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 3786 Stanton Court, Simi Valley, California, 93063. Today is July 21st, 2023. We're performing a video sewer inspection through a 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout located just to the left of the front door in the grass. This goes out towards the front of our property. This is our 3-inch ABS mainline sewer cleanout. This is our front door. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and zero out our camera monitor here at the top of the cleanout. And we're just going to go ahead and drop down. We're just going to push out. What we're going to do is we're going to push out. We're just going to pause our mic here. We're going to push out and attempt to push all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. And then from there we can pull back. We do know that we're holding a little bit of water in the black ABS just at the bottom of the clean out. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to pause our mic here and we're going to attempt to push all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to run a little bit of water in the house, and that's going to help us push out and get all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. So we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we got some water going. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here and attempt to push out and get past there. Get all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. So it does appear that we transitioned to what appears to be concrete sewer piping. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here and we'll push all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. Okay, we went ahead and pushed out. We pushed all the way out into our city sewer tie-in. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pause here for a moment. We'll shut down all our water and we'll pull back and take a good look. Okay, we went ahead and shut all our water down. So again, we pushed all the way out to our city sewer tie-in. So again, we're going to pull back slowly. Okay, as we continue to pull back, you can see in the joint here, you got a little bit of neoprene band exposed in this joint here. A little bit of a gap from about the 6 o'clock going all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock. This is your saddle area. So again, we're going to continue to pull back slowly. And again, we'll continue to pull back. And we're coming up on our next joint. And we're going to push back in a little bit. Again, a little bit of gap in that joint there again from about the 6 o'clock going up until about the 9 o'clock area. Again, we'll just continue to pull back. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And we're coming up on our next joint. And again, in this joint here, you can see that we do have a neoprene band exposed in that joint. Again, from about the 6 o'clock area going all the way up and around to about the 5 o'clock area. It does appear that a little bit of the concrete sewer piping is eroding in the corner right around the 9 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back slowly. We're coming up on our next joint. And again, in this joint as well, you can see a little bit of concrete eroding in the joint around the 5 o'clock area. We'll pull back just a little bit. So again, the little bit of neoprene band, and again, the concrete sewer piping is eroding a little bit around the joints around the 6 o'clock all the way up and around to about the 9 o'clock area. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And we're coming up on our next joint. And again, in that joint as well, you can see a little bit of the concrete eroding in the joint, again, from about the 5 o'clock and around the 7 o'clock area. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. Again, we'll continue to pull back, and we'll pull back slowly. And again, in that joint, again, a little bit of a gap in that joint as well. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And again, we do have some scaling and some buildup throughout the concrete sewer piping. So again, we'll continue to pull back. And as we pull back, and we transition back into black ABS sewer pipe. So what we're going to do is we're going to push in just a little bit, and we're going to mark this area. You can see in this area here we do have an offset. So we're going to pull back just a little bit. Okay. And we're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, we went ahead and located this area, and we did mark it with the red flag. And again, this is in the grass just to the left of the driveway next to the for sale sign. And we did mark it with the red flag at approximately 7 foot 8 inches deep. And again, in this area here, we did have an offset. So in that joint there, it is shifting between the transition. So the transition between the black ABS sewer pipe and the concrete sewer lateral, there is a shift in that transition. So again, we're just going to go ahead and continue to pull back slowly. And as we continue to pull back, we pull back slowly. You can see at the bottom of the line here, it does appear to be quite a bit of possibly eggshells or possibly some remnants from leftover painting. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. And we're heading back towards our clean out. And again, it does appear to be black ABS sewer pipe on the property. Again, we'll continue to pull back. And as we pull back, we're going to identify an area that we do have a tie-in, and we do have a tie-in coming in from our kitchen. So we're going to pause for a moment. We're going to run a little bit of water from our kitchen area, and what we'll do is we'll pull back to where we can mark our kitchen tie-in. So we're just going to pause for a moment. Okay, again, we do have the kitchen running. What we're going to do is we're going to push out a little bit further just to see possibly if we pass the kitchen tie-in. So yeah, we're going to pull back. We'll pull back slowly as we pull back. Did run the water. We're just going to pull back a little bit, and let's see if we can wait for the water to catch up. And as we pull back, we can see some water flowing. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. Okay, again, we're going to pause here for a moment. We're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this tie-in. We did mark it with the red crayon at approximately 2 foot 8 inches deep, and it's just on the concrete walkway as you approach the front door, just to the right of the front door. And again, we did mark it with the red crayon at approximately 2 foot 8 inches deep. So again, we're going to continue to pull back. We're going to make a few more turns. And again, as we pull back, you can see in this area here, we are holding some water. So as we continue to pull back, we're still underwater in this area. And then we're going to pull up and out of our clean out. So again, as we pull back, we pulled up and out of our clean out, and that will conclude our video sewer inspection.